Hi, so we're in Psalm 9 today. Now, it's got 20 verses, okay, but I'm going to read you the first 12, and then I've got, I think, just 4 simple questions I want to ask you about your prayer life, okay, which I hope will be helpful to ponder. So Psalm 9 verses 1 to 12. I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will recount all your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they stumble and perish before your presence. For you have maintained my just cause. You've sat on the throne giving righteous judgment. You have rebuked the nations. You've made the wicked perish. You've blotted out their name forever and ever. The enemy came to an end in everlasting ruins. Their cities you rooted out. The very memory of them has perished. But the Lord sits enthroned forever. He's established his throne for justice, and he judges the world with righteousness. He judges the peoples with uprightness. The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. And those who know your name put their trust in you. For you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord who sits enthroned in Zion. Tell among the peoples his deeds, for he who avenges blood is mindful of them. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. There's always, I find, so much to pray in Psalms. Just take, for example, that last verse I just read. He who avenges blood is mindful of them. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. Immediately you read that verse and you find yourself pulled towards interceding for those who find themselves afflicted or imprisoned or treated badly or abused or trafficked. It pulls you towards the God who you know cares about this stuff, and you're like, I've got to pray for this. So the psalm is just rich in calling us to prayer. But all I want to do is keep you in verses 1 and 2 and ask you 4 questions to say, how do you do these things in your prayer life? And invite you just to think about it. So the first question is this: how do you on a daily basis choose gratitude in your prayer life? I will give thanks with my whole heart, to the psalmist. How do you do that? Like, could you show me? Not because I'm testing you, but could you show me so that maybe you could teach other people, or so that you're cultivating this really helpful and healthy stance before God of gratitude? So that's the first question. The second question is, how do you on a daily basis involve remembrance in your prayer life? I will recount all your wonderful deeds. Do you do that? And how do you do that? How do you fill your mind with the good stuff of God? The third question is, how do you on a daily basis cultivate an enjoyment of him? How do you actually enjoy being with God? Is there joy in your prayer life? I will be glad and exult in you, says the psalmist. How do you do that? And then my fourth question is this: how do you on a daily basis in your prayer life praise him? Verse 2, I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. So 4 questions to ponder, not as a test, but as reflections on your own prayer life to help you think about how you can grow in prayer. How do you practice gratitude towards him? How do you remember him? How do you enjoy him? And how do you praise him? Have a read of the psalm. There's loads of other things to pray about, but you may want to reflect on those questions and then go in prayer to explore them. Take care. God bless.